Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international heavyweight contest made over a time of 30 minutes. 6 rounds of 5 minutes each, with one single pinfall or submission or knockout to decide. Ladies and gentlemen, in the red corner on my right, presenting to you from Barbados in the West Indies, Jumping Jimmy Moser. And opposing him on my left, from Croydon in Surrey, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Vidor. First round.
Hello again, grapple gazers. Good afternoon to you and welcome to the Queensway Hall here in Dunstable. And you're watching the preliminary contest in another freestyle wrestling session at heavyweight. 6 5-minute rounds, one fall to decide this bout. Jim Moser, Kingston, Jamaica. Back to canvas at the moment. There's 14 stone 4 of him versus, of course, Steve Vidor from Ellesmere Port, Cheshire, at 15 stone 1. One fall to decide this contest, remember, in 6 rounds. The arm locked by Moser. I think it shows what kind of a bill we have for you this afternoon, because with a couple of names like these to start a preliminary contest bill is pretty unusual. Obviously a couple of really class men. Max Ward from Birmingham, the referee there. Double-handed wrist lever Moser started with and has had it ever since. Vidor trying everything he knows to squirm out of it. As the final counter into the head man, and Moser ready for it. Now there is the applause from the crowd here at the Queensway Hall, Dunstable. It shows that there are a lot of connoisseurs around here. You can tell the good counter when they see it. For Nelson Vidor. The third way that Moser now has tried to break this forward. Gets the press, but Vidor too quick for him. But he's on the second. Yep. No. Still the full Nelson is on, despite Vidor's efforts. Until then.
1, 2.
Which grab the single interlock with both. And Vidor's arm right through there to prevent Moser from going forward with his right arm on his left. Confusing, isn't it? Pull on grab it, Moser. Yes, that's a quick arm roll by Vidor. And the shoulder press possibility for Vidor. The first pinfall chance. And remember, just one fall decides this contest. 1 minute to go in the first. Backhammer on hard and high there from Moser. Look to hold Vidor's left shoulder down. Not from that angle. And inevitably, of course, Moser leaving his head a little bit too near. Lay on these head scissors. Half a minute he's got. And weight on the feet. The knees separate. But Vidor back quickly with another shoulder press, but he hasn't got time unless he really races it. Moser, himself quite a physical culturist, been a full-time pro since 1960 from Kingston, Jamaica, at 14 stone 4. He's the man who came, entered several physique contests, came second in the early 60s in Jamaica, Mr. Jamaica contest. Quite a character, quite a strong boy, and Vidor's going to have his trouble here this afternoon.
Seconds away, round 2.
Round 2, 5 to go. No score because this is a one-fall contest. In case you've just joined us, the Queensway Hall here in Dunstable. One-fall bout between Steve Vidor and Jim Moser. Jim Moser from Jamaica. That wrist lever held on with both hands very firmly there by Vidor, holding the arm right against the joint as he did so. Nice attempt. Yes, it just did work. Only just on second try, but not for long. Vidor cartwheeling. Oh, beauty by Jim Moser. Thrown off on 2. Now, there's a perfect example of when Vidor was in trouble, back to canvas, but he still waited till the referee clear count of 2 before he bothered to throw his man off, just getting up steam for the throw. Backhammer on, locked off now. Hammerlock the other hand, operating a head turn, and a possible chicken wing here if Vidor can make it. If he reaches that, that's the 4 chicken wing, and Moser is in real trouble. No. Similar try there by Moser, trying the same hold. And Vidor won't allow him to get there. Oh, nice switch by Moser. But Vidor waiting for it. Oh, lovely drop kick. Landed right, especially the left foot. That really was a well-timed drop kick there. Vidor not quite showing what day it is at the moment, but he's playing for time like mad. Can he get out of this? Reverse double knee hold now, Moser. Great shot, but Vidor is the one that's in trouble after that, much more than his opponent. That drop kick really landed. Exactly right. A couple of minutes to go in the second. Still the wrist lever, right over there, double hand. Peter's arm right against the joint as he does that, so Peter's either got to go over or just stay like this. He can't get out of it unless he does. Beautiful counter, beautiful counter. But in the backhammer still. And the wrist lever on again. No real grip there at all, just getting the hand over on a folding, which could be a double wrist lock. Yes, he's got it now, but still on the hand rather than on the wrist. And the head scissors escape by Vidor, tried twice and failed twice. Just about 20 seconds to go now in the second. Still that same double wrist lock move on, but Vidor out. Almost on the bell now. Well, here's the good-looking fella from Ellesmere Port who can lift, press around 220 pounds. If you're a weightlifting expert, you'll know exactly what that means. In fact, fairly strong. He's the man who went down against Albert Wall for the vacant title way back when Billy Robinson left the country. He's still been one of the leading contenders ever since.
Seconds away, round one. 3.
And Vidor very quickly across at the start of round 3, but Moser was watching for him. Knows that trick. Moser versus Vidor, no score. So Moser, the Jamaican, really at least staying with Vidor. In fact, Vidor had Vidor in trouble in round 2 with a drop kick, an excellently aimed drop kick. Attempted monkey climb by Vidor, but didn't get there. The double interlock still on. The double leg Nelson now possible to Vidor. Spun out. Balance into a full Nelson, goes for the half Nelson, the air. And Vidor over the top for a shoulder press again. And very nearly gets a certain 2 twice. Gives up. And again, deserved applause for both men, especially Moser on that occasion. Vidor a little too slow to follow that up. And realizing it, he releases. Quick in reverse crutch hold, face down knee drop.
2, 3, 4.
And a quick side headlock for the legs. Lovely drop, lovely back drop by Moser this time. And Vidor waiting for the head bump, didn't come, and it's a double leg Nelson chance to Moser. This could be it. Gets a 2. Vidor trying a folding press, but too late. And again the trip. Beautiful trip by Moser on a folding press.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, either man could have had it then. Again, deserved applause for both. Some really terrific moves and counter moves by both men. Next board, just showing interest there in exactly the position of that Vidor right arm. Is it interfering with the breathing in any way? If not, it'll let it go. Toe and ankle on to Moser. Really being laid on now. That's toe and ankle. Vidor managed to spit him out by grabbing the arm with both feet. Strangled into a grobet. The Vidor special, one of his special moves, the grobet, and he's really got it on well there. Look the way he's turning Moser's head right over on one side there. Very hard hold to get out of this. Really got it on right. Moser going down on his knees to try and he brings his man down with him, but is he going to do him any good? The grobet is still there. He's got less than a minute now to last out Moser, or in which to get out of this. He's out. Turn completely, but back to canvas, and gives Vidor another chance from the floor. Lovely work, inverted work, beauty.
4, 5, 6, 7.
Half a minute to go, and it's Vidor still in the attack with the folding press, trying the leg chop.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3.
Vidor not taking that fall too well, didn't get his feet down in time.
6, 7.
8 seconds. Double arm by Moser will be wasted here. The bell will save Vidor. Moser, not angry, but just a little gentle glance at the timekeeper, as if to say, you had to ring it at that precise second just when I had the double arm on from the top. Perfect suplex possibility to Moser when that bell went. Halfway through the bout there, and still Moser holding his own against the heavier man at 15 stone 1. Moser, of course, 14-4, so giving away about 12 pounds, 11 pounds.
Seconds away, round 4.
And we start the second half of this bout here at the Queensway Hall, Dunstable, the first preliminary contest of our bill, and quite a bill we have for you this afternoon. Vidor versus Moser, Jim Moser from Jamaica. No score, this is a 1-fall contest. Grapevine to Moser. Still the grapevine on, and the full Nelson gets there by Moser. No, I don't think it'll do him any good, that butt. It's too deliberate with it. That's more right over the top, out of a full Nelson. The head mare, the strong head mare. Vidor's renowned for one of those too. held this time. And Vidor going for the flyer and gets a cross press, but a loose one, far too loose. This time a double arm there by Moser, and Vidor in trouble there with a shoulder press, but still Vidor manages to wriggle out of it somehow there. And the flyer, and Moser just sees it coming in time. And over the top of a side press, a folder from the side, and Vidor really holding it, he's got it. Beautiful finish in just 1 minute, 45 seconds of round 4. Vidor the winner. Our MC, John Harris, to announce it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1 fall required coming in round 4. The verdict goes to Steve Vidor.